This video is going to go into Sanger Unified School District's Google Apps for Education. CSP facilitators, please feel free to pause as needed. We'll first go into what exactly is Google Apps for Education. Then we'll talk about how to sign into your Sanger USD account, as well as how to access and view the summer units. So what is Google Apps for Education? It is a suite of applications, most notably Google Drive, which is what we're going to focus on mostly today. Google Drive allows you to collaborate in real time, it allows you to share documents and spreadsheets, and it has a lot of similar features as Microsoft Office. So Google Docs is their version of Word, Spreadsheet is their version of of Excel, Presentation is PowerPoint, and then Forms. We encourage you to go in and explore all you want with this. We are going to focus mostly on Google Docs though today. Google+, Google Calendar, and Google Sites are all also available, and feel free to explore, but we won't really be discussing those today. So, you might already have a personal Google or Gmail account, and that's great, but this is different. So if you are already signed into your own personal email, the first thing you're going to have to do is sign out of that. It's also important to distinguish the fact that we are not creating a new account. These accounts have already been created. So I would, if I were a CSP in the room right now, write down the password GA, the number 4, and staff, all lowercase, up on the board, because we're going to be using that in just a little bit. So I'm going to hop over to Google. The first step is just to go to google.com. You can just type it in and go to Google. I was already on there. And then you're just going to click on the sign in button. Now, again, if you already have a personal Gmail, you might be signed into that account. So the first step would actually be to sign out of that account. But once you're on this page, click sign in. It says email, but really we're going to call it a username. And your username is your first name underscore last name, very similar to first class, except after the first name underscore last name, it's going to be at sangerusd.net. So you can type in again, first name underscore last name at sangerusd.net. The password, the initial password is GA, the number 4, and staff. And then just click sign in. So again, we're not doing the create an account, we're just signing into a pre-existing account. Once you're in, it doesn't look too terribly different, but there is now should be your name up at the top here. If you've already logged in and you've forgotten your password, hopefully we've had that dealt with, but if not, you can shoot Katie Galt or Allison Halsey an email and we'll get that taken care of. But it should, again, say your name up here. This little 9-box grid is kind of your key to all of the Google apps. So the one that we're going to talk about today is Drive. Those others that I mentioned, Google+, Calendar, the Sites, and of course Google Search are all also available. But we're going to go to Drive, so go ahead and click on Drive. So your Drive might look something like this, where there's not really a lot on there. Google Drive is a cloud-based storage, which means it is saved automatically up in the cloud. It is not saved onto your desktop or your laptop computer. Every account comes standard with 30 gigabytes. That's a ton of storage. Feel free to use this as a backup for your accounts, very similar to a Dropbox or an external hard drive. But right now we're going to go into the units. So we've already signed in. Now that we're logged in, we're going to make a new tab. So you can go File, New Tab, or you can click on this little button, or you can do Command T for a new tab. But either way, you're going to get a new tab, and depending on your grade level, go to this link. So it's bit.ly, the bit.ly, /Sanger, and then the number of your grade. So I'm going to go to bit.ly, I'm going to type it correctly too, Sanger 3, and it's all lowercase. So this would take me to the 3rd grade units. Okay, so I'll show this again. And again, CSPs, pause as needed. All right, so now that we're in our 3rd grade units, or whatever your grade level units are, you will right now just see one of them. On Friday, when you're doing the ELA, if you're in elementary, and then Monday, you'll show math here as well. But right now, I just have the one. The first thing you're going to do is click on this blue button up at the top that says Add to Drive. Right now it is not in your drive, you've just accessed it, and we want to put it into your drive, into your cloud storage. So click Add to Drive. It tells you that they have been added to your drive, and now because we actually want to explore and look at them, we're going to click Open in Drive. And that takes you to now your drive. Again, it should have your name up there. And here they are. They are the grade 3 ELA summer units. Now, of course, if you had done 9th grade integrated math, that was what you would be looking at. But for this example, you can open them up and they're all in here. I believe now is the time that you're going to explore a little bit, so feel free to explore. You might notice you won't be able to type anything in them. We'll get to that in just a little bit. They are view only right now, so you will be able to follow this if needed. CSPs, I've included this just in case you need to kind of play it and let it watch, so I will stop talking and this will play just for a little bit for anyone who needs another round of those same directions.